Hellooo Nomads, and welcome to the Nomads podcast. This is your catch-up episode for April 2025, where we're going to be catching up on what we've been playing, watching, pre-ordering, all that good stuff. But I'm not here alone. I have with me, as always, Brandon.
Nomad number 2 has joined the conversation.
Oh, and we have Dave.
Hi, diddly-ho neighbors. How are we?
Hello. I am
Hi.
doing fantastic, all things considered.
Flanders is here, apparently.
Yeah. Always a good time when Flanders. Not really. You know.
Ned Flanders of video games?
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, we got some shit to catch up on. Some stuff to dig into.
Fun.
I know
Let's
Brandon.
just
We posted our lists. Brandon's got like fucking 20 things. I've got a couple things. Dave's got a couple things. So
I usually come to catch-ups with like 2 things, maybe 3 things. It's usually you guys yapping about
Busy boy.
Balatro or some card game.
I would love to talk about Balatro again.
Oh,
that superhero game.
me on
Oh
that.
my god, you guys go.
Oh, Marvel Snap. Yeah.
No, I probably should kick us off because
Yeah,
I got some
please,
things.
take it away.
Something I'm going to go through fast, but so for starters, it's almost worthy of having its own episode. I've done this before with these catch-ups where I recommend a movie for the show, but I watched a movie called Tar. Tar came out, T-A-R. This is a person's last name.
Never even heard of it.
Or the A.
Yeah, A, yeah. Cate Blanchett plays this composer, basically a female version of John Williams, right? Just a very accomplished, has done all the big soundtracks of people's lives, just has won everything, right? There is to win. So the movie is a slow burn. It's a cerebral film, but what I like about it is that she's very intelligent and accomplished and seems like she's got it all. And you feel dumb when you listen to her talk. She's a name dropper. She's very sophisticated, and she makes all these examples, and it makes you feel
got that
stupid.
hoity-toity feel to her. That's probably good casting there.
Yeah. And you're like, I don't know what she's even talking about for like 10 minutes, just rambling on and on about stuff I don't know. And she does this because she's actually a fucking snob. And it's this whole movie about her. I won't give it away, but it goes into this very realistic kind of, I don't know. I'll leave it there. It's a great drama, excellent acting, but how you feel about her by the end of the movie, it's just cool. I love when a movie makes me feel like something, and then by the end of the movie, I'm like, oh, this is how I really feel about this person.
This is a new movie?
Excellent movie. And it was nominated for all these awards.
2023.
Okay. All right.
91 on Rotten Tomatoes. Where'd you watch it?
It was on.
Looks like it's
Prime?
on out for rent, but okay. Check it out.
Tar.
Yes. So just a great movie. I really highly recommend it. It was worthy of its.
Does it have a
nominations
comparison?
for.
Like what?
Whiplash, but
just like that kind of intense kind of stuff.
But not. It's just like that level of like sophisticated, cultured art, right? You know, jazz or symphony, right? And playing in Germany, and all that stuff. Like it's not the high end shit that like, all artist snobs want to be at, and name drop all the other greats who have been here. But I can't really compare it to anything else. I really liked it. I thought it was a very unique.
Cool
screenplay.
Looks like it's available to stream on Stars.
Available
for rent on Amazon, Apple, the usuals. Blah blah blah.
I love when I shouldn't say I love it. I fucking hate it when like, oh, this is on Prime, but you also have to have another subscription along with your Prime subscription.
Stars,
to watch it.
Max.
Yeah, exactly. That's always.
But that was a recommendation for anybody if they're looking for a nice, interesting drama with great acting.
Cool.
Yeah.
Nice.
Dave is frozen in a nice pose. I think your camera went out again.
That's no good.
Technical
I'm still here.
difficulties at the wazoo.
I'm
There we
still
go.
here. Don't worry.
We're back. All right. Well, Brandon, do you want to fire off any more, or should we do a
No,
round robin
I'll come
first?
we'll come back to me.
All right, Dave.
Yeah.
What do you got? What do you want to talk about first?
I guess we'll keep it recent. I got through. I rolled credits and blueprints.
Okay.
We'll just say
Right.
that.
Heard about that.
Yeah.
It definitely, I don't know. There's, we're always talking about layers of complexity in these games, and people that have played it for a long time have said things about it being deeper than it is. But I'm here to give you guys motivation, and anybody out there that needs motivation to roll credits, because there's so much more to do.
At that point, I just want to fucking get there. I just haven't lined everything up yet. Like that's what's frustrating me right now is like I know exactly what to do, but if I don't get the right shit, if I don't get the right rooms, then I can't do it. Yeah.
Yeah. Mine was one where I didn't think I was going to, and then went back and got some food and did something else, and something else ended up working out. So that game deserves to be talked about as one of the games of the year. I'm sure we'll be talking about.
Dude, this year is a fucking banger
so
of a year.
much.
And it's a shame that a game like that is going to be overshadowed because of all these huge games.
I don't think
that
it's going to be
coming out.
overshadowed. I mean,
We'll see.
Dude,
people
it's a great
will still be
game.
playing it probably come September.
I think we'll see it on a
October.
ton of top 10 lists. But
Split Fiction might beat it for that indie
No.
spot. I don't.
fucking way.
Dude, Split Fiction got like 10 out of 10.
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll
Dave,
see. We might have to argue about that. Yeah.
question: Are you gonna keep going with it, or are you gonna put it down? What's your plan?
Yeah, I think we were talking about this in the Discord. I'm probably gonna do like a one run every. If I got like an hour to kill, I'll do a run. But I'm not gonna be doing like 3-4 runs in a night at this point.
Obviously, don't
but
spoil
you don't wanna-
anything. But like, you have things you're working towards now since you hit credits.
Oh yeah, rooms. Okay. I'm still trying to figure out. Like I only have 2 of. I mean, it's not really as. Oh, no, I won't say anything. I've only got 2 of there's like 7 things that you can get, and I don't have them all. So I'm still figuring out the story, the larger story behind everything. So, yeah, it's definitely worth keeping on. So
I've done 3 of the 4 flames on the outside on the cliffside there.
That's where I am too.
Same. Yeah,
I got the 4 flames on day 20.
Ooh,
nice. Oh wow, I'm on day 44.
Yeah.
If you have not played that game, you have to check out Blueprints. It is. I mean, I'm working on the episode that should come out. Yep, that episode will be dropping soon. But it's one of those games where you just should experience it. It's an indie game. It's $20 or something like that. It's on Game Pass.
Yeah.
It's a game that you can play with. I feel like any level gamer could play it. Because it's not an action game, it's just a little mystery game. Like Dave compared it to a first-person board game, and it's just super easy for anybody to get into. But it relies on the complex puzzles, and that's the rewarding part, and that's like the magic, the secret ingredient, and that's why it could be GOTY material because of
absolutely
we've been talking about it.
I also wouldn't say that you have to be super smart in solving puzzles. You just have to be very observant. The answers are there for you if you know where to look.
Everywhere, yeah. So, yeah, you gave me a hint during our podcast that we did on it, and I'm fucking overthinking things and just not paying attention.
That helped me too. It was driving me nuts.
It was very nice. So no, I just wanted to let everybody know. Keep playing.
Yeah.
But you're still playing that, but what you got to be playing something more modern, or not modern, but something else since.
Speaking, I guess we can since we're talking about first-person board games. I did go on my gamecation since we've last had our catch up. Go out in the woods with a couple guys, had some drinks, eat some mushrooms, and play a shitload of board games.
Damn. A good time.
Some of this year's contenders. I guess this one of my new favorites. Wonderland's War. It is an Alice in Wonderland's board game where
that's cool.
I guess they technically call them bag builders, because you're essentially have a bag of tokens with you, and you're picking out like different level like chips to put in there. So when you're doing battle, you're drawing blind out of a bag.
Hmm.
And that's how you're doing. Like, and if you draw like 3 bombs, like then you bomb out or whatever like that. Or you can keep going and try and pull and beat other people's scores and stuff like that. So you're essentially going and like a deck builder, Eric, except
Yeah.
bags and a thing, and it just makes it completely random. So you're playing like the Mad Hatter or the Caterpillar or the Queen of Hearts or whatever as like your main person, and you run around the table and you collect tokens.
Okay. All right. Is there a strategy to like the stuff you can get, or is it all sort of random?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
The tokens, the tiles that you're putting into your bag have great effect, and every character has like different powers. Where the Cheshire Cat may give people madness, which is minus points at the end of the game, and if you keep running around the table, you get more and more madness. So you're trying to put in certain things. I don't know my video. It just doesn't like it. Sweet baby Jesus. Yeah, you're going around the table, trying to build things, put them in your bag, and then after everybody goes around the table, like I think it's 2 or 3 times, it's like a war game out on the outside of the map, and that's where you're battling against other players and pulling chips out of bags and trying to get the highest score, essentially. So that one was super cool. I will not bore you with some of these other ones, but Great Western Trail is a really good one. That's a deck builder, Eric.
I can already see the light fading from Brandon's eyes.
I know. I'll make this quick.
I didn't listen to anything that he just talked about that, but I was so I don't know. I was thinking about I was thinking about like I'm just thinking about if I was with my buddies and we were doing all the things that you're doing, but we were with a board game, rolling dice and stuff like that, and like managing shit. I'd just be like, I'm gonna play guitar. I'm gonna play.
It's just like playing a video game, except with other people. That's it.
I don't know what it is. I can play board games with my family. I can play like classic board games, but like these more complicated games, I don't know, man. I don't know.
Some of them aren't too bad. We played like Fireball Island. I got the remake of the old 80s Fireball Island.
All right, that's fun.
With the marbles and thing. I brought it with me. I was like, fuck it. We're all eating mushrooms and hanging out in the woods. So I could play a game of Played a game of He-Man, Masters of the Universe board game. Which is interesting. And would
you recommend people play it though?
That one's more of a smasher. That one's one that you have to like. You and your buddies are going to play this board game like once every couple weeks for like a year, because that one has like a campaign where you're like doing missions and one person is the bad guys and the other people are like He-Man and his buddies running around smashing each other. So that one was decent. I
am a fan of like getting buds and going out to something away from it all, and doing that thing. I have buddies that do like Magic the Gathering. We're in our 40s. I've never even played, but my brother's been playing Dungeons & Dragons his entire life. I'm sure he goes out to do it, stuff like that. I know that's a thing.
Shit. Yeah, you gotta. I don't know. It's fun to do. After that weekend, I came home and got into Blueprints, and it kind of just seamlessly went from board games into that, and it was like putting on a warm old sweater.
Yeah, there you go.
But no,
digital sweater.
Wonderland's War is the big recommendation. Great Western Trail, also a really good game. Okay. But those are 2 ones that if you're into board games, check those out.
Wait,
how about over to Eric?
Yeah, I know Dave has watched some. Brandon, have we watched any of Andor season 2 yet?
No, I want to just binge watch. I want to just watch it. I don't want to wait for episodes of Star Wars. I just want to.
It's not even.
Watch it, but it.
I'm taking my time with it, like, because there's so much other shit. Like, there's so many TV shows I want to watch, so many games I want to play.
How many have you watched?
I've watched 3 so far. The first 3.
Okay,
and what do you think compared? Because that season 1, overall, I mean, everybody likes it.
Yeah. So I feel like I should. I know Dave said there's a recap video on Disney Plus of the first season, but I feel like
I remember everything from the first.
I don't remember a lot of the specific stuff, but I don't know if you really need to. There's references to some of the stuff that happened within the first few
Don't
episodes.
touch my stuff.
But basically, it's like don't touch my stuff. It's like 1 year after it starts, 1 year after the events of the first season. So like Cassian is more entrenched in the rebellion. So he's obviously at the end of the first season he like officially joins the rebellion. So more just starting off on the note there, and then with Mon Mothma and everything, all like her story. Like I don't want to give anything away, but they really
dances apparently.
They get it. Yeah. I just got that was on episode 3. The end of episode 3 was good. I really enjoyed that. I think the first 3 episodes, because they released those, and those were the first 3. They released them in a chunk.
Yeah, that's what they did last season, right? Or no?
Remember, maybe, but like
that's what they usually.
It was definitely like, put together 3 here, 3 here, and then 3 here.
It feels like each are its own sort of story. Like the first 3 are all one. It's like 3 different stories going on at the same time with like Cassian, and Mon Mothma, and like.
I like Mon Mothma being a character. Like I think that's a good idea because it gives us like just like a peek through the rebellion side from like a very high end. How do you talk to people, and the diplomacy that goes with it, and the bureaucracy that goes with it? Like I know that's not as fun as the seedy underworld, but I think
it's
that's
cool
what you
because
have Andor to be doing.
The first 3 episodes, like I said, it's like 3 separate stories going on. You have Cassian, who is like, you see it from the rebellion perspective. Mon Mothma, like you said, like the bureaucratic, more diplomatic perspective. And then you have more like the boots on the ground, like hiding out from the Empire, sort of, with like Bix and like Basso, Cassian's friends from Ferrix. Because they're, after Ferrix blew up, all that shit blew up in the end of the last season, they're hiding out on a different planet. So like some shit starts going down there. So that's all cool to see how like sort of these 3 separate aspects, of the time period, where you're going. So it's cool. Like I said,
is the fucking Captain Justice? Dave called him Captain Justice.
Yes. Yeah.
The guy with the
Cyril.
Yeah.
He just wants living with his mom. Much law and order through the Empire.
He's there in
the hallway monitor.
The stuff with him is pretty good too.
He could be also another very interesting. See, the thing about Andor is I think they're picking the ones that were really good from the first season and like let's really lean in on these characters.
Empire
because
middle
there's so
management.
many in the first season.
Yep. So
like, what are all those guys sitting in those little cubicles doing all day? We're like, oh, they're looking up records or something. I don't know.
Let's make a character out of one.
Yeah. So
sure.
I'm enjoying it so far. I wouldn't say it's like started off slow, but it does take a little bit to get going and remind yourself what happened in the first season and like the first,
Yeah.
So I think it started out
slow. Star Wars is always the issue.
That's where I watched the first episode and I was like, not again.
No. Listen, they're setting up the story, which I appreciate.
Yeah, you gotta. I'm sure it'll. Do we know how many episodes this season is?
I don't know.
I
think they are releasing them in chunks because I think like 4 through 6 are out right now. I want to say.
Whoa.
Maybe I'm wrong, but I don't know. They're releasing them every week now. Yeah, it's good. It's good so far.
Would you guys agree that if it feels something is different with Disney in Star Wars lately, like it's turning more to the positive? Like I'm not seeing as much toxicity right now. It seems that people are being more like kind of
putting anything
satisfied
out, really.
with some of the. Well, but they're putting a Ryan Gosling movie out, and everybody's going bonkers over that. And he's going to be just flying a movie. There was going to be a female pilot, X-wing fighter pilot movie, and they got very upset about that. But now that it's Ryan Gosling, we're like, oh, that's what's one of the bros. We're good with that. There's a Darth Maul animated series coming out.
I'm fucking excited for that. Yeah.
People are jazzed about that. There's rumors of getting like the original Star Wars cut out or something like that at the theaters in some capacity.
Yes, get the fucking rid of Jedi rocks.
Yeah.
We hear the real real song.
There's a couple other things. I don't know. I'm always like engaging with people on social media around Star Wars, fucking arguing with people and shit. And I feel like it's
Yeah,
not the new stuff. People are not that upset about.
yeah. I don't know,
But
I'm hoping that there's
anywho.
a shift. I think for a while there they were outputting like too much and trying to appeal to too wide of an audience, and I think that's where they ran into you. So
Not taking care of their core audience,
right.
which seems like they're leaning into.
Obviously, Andor was a hit, so focusing on that, making another season of that, great move. More animate. People love the animated stuff.
Yeah, the anime stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is good. I like the more
sp-
tales of those little quick animated ones. Are nice.
So real quick, I know Dave talked about it, but I finally did watch the War of Rohirrim. I thought it was great. I thought it was a really cool anime in Lord of the Rings. I thought it was a very simple, straightforward story of betrayal and revenge. And I loved the characters. I thought it was, but yeah, the animation was really cool. I want to see more. I love when like Star Wars did this. Like, let's just take this IP, let's make an anime version out of it.
Yeah.
Like, I want to see an animated Hobbit something, just like fucking Hobbits doing Hobbit shit, getting up to Hobbit things. You know.
Yeah, I'm surprised they haven't.
Yeah.
We'll see. I thought the movie was just kind of it was like, I don't know, not predictable, but kind of like by the books. I don't know. There was no crazy wizard shit. There's a couple big battles, but I don't know. That was it for me. Yeah. Brandon, you didn't bother you at all?
What's that?
I mean, it was kind of by the books, like for a movie in general. Like there's no.
I had no issue with it.
You weren't expecting more?
No, I felt like it was about Rohirrim. So for them to call out for like Gondor and they no, let's not do it. And then they had that betrayal happen. It was like, this is us and only us tonight, and we have to win this battle. And then they were trapped in. I thought this was really cool because I thought they were going to be kicked out of the. So what happens? Well, I don't want to ruin too much of it, but there are, there's a falling out with the land. I think it's like kind of like Game of Thrones, honestly. That's what I liked about it. Because they were just like, it was very local. It was just like these other cities
of the other places and
in the area that are under Rohirrim. We're the big ones. We're like not the Lannisters, but we're like the ones that are more or less in charge of everybody, or maybe they're more like the Starks.
No.
But anyways, there's one family has a falling out and they go out and they get banished, whatever, and they come back with all the wild leftover people, the wildlings, and they say, no, we got an army and we're just gonna take over. And he's hell-bent on revenge, this guy. So they do something, they plot with inside, they end up kicking out the Rohirrim people, and they burn everything down.
Well, you weren't
so they are the whole movie basically takes place so not there, but instead trapped in like it's not Gondor though, but it's like some kind of concept like that, right? Where like they're in the mountains in a base and they're just gonna ride out for as long as they can, hiding away from. It was Helm's Deep. Thank you. Duh. Helm's Deep.
The one. That's the Gondor or the Rohirrim.
That's the thing. But yeah, it was really cool
to see. But
I just thought that was really cool that they had they were trapped inside, and it was like a horrible winter going through, and both armies are dying because this guy's full of revenge. And how are they gonna fight back? And everyone's dying one by one, and they had a high body count.
I don't know. It wasn't as grandiose for me, I guess.
Because we're dragons. There were briefly goblins and stuff in it. It's humans on humans, dude.
Yeah.
That's what I don't know. I thought it was just like a cool sub story.
Human on human action.
Yes. I really listen to human on human.
Yeah. But yeah, I thought it was pretty cool.
Nice.
Has anybody checked out the Oblivion remake?
No, I have not gotten around to it yet. It's on my list, dude. Obviously, but yeah,
it's gorgeous.
I mean, yes, that's gorgeous. What I've been hearing. Yeah. Dave, you said on the Discord it hasn't sucked you in as much as you thought it would.
No, because I don't know if I just played it so many times. Like some of the quests are a little bit familiar, and I vaguely remember some stuff, but like it does a fresh coat of paint. Like environments are beautiful. They're all Unreal 5,
Dude.
so and everything
Dude, this is
functions
one of
the
the
same way
at
as it
times it's
does.
one of the most attractive games I've ever seen.
Yeah.
It can be so good looking.
It is a
It's
little
crazy what they did.
not drabber, but it's not as vibrant or turn that saturation level up a little bit. It's not
Yeah,
as high.
seems like it has that Unreal kind of gloss on
But
it.
like there's
I don't know what you guys are talking about. Like the
some
first
things
time you
from
see an Oblivion gate at night I thought was like incredible. I thought it was absolutely
yeah,
incredible. The amount of reflections and like when you go in those castles, man, not the castles, the little churches, they have like the light going through the stained glass, and it literally you'll have metal armor and it'll like glow on your armor and everything. Dude, it's what do they call
you're
that,
playing third
volumetric
person.
lighting or something like that? I'm constantly going in. I'm still
Yeah,
constantly
that's.
getting it.
I feel
I
like
think this
Elder
game is
Scrolls
one of
game.
the.
Yeah, I always do that.
I don't think
Swap
Dave
them.
is doing it. I don't think he's having. I think
Well,
you need to. He's saying like crazy. I think it's
I know
vibrant. I think it's
it is great
beautiful.
looking, but it's at the same time you can tell that like they made improvements with Skyrim. Like they made like the dynamic encounters while you're out in the wild, where they
Oh,
don't
on the
have
game,
those
yeah.
here, or
I
Mm.
mean,
like fucking caves
it's
and
an
dungeons. You
older
get all
game.
the way to the bottom of a dungeon, and they didn't build it so it lets you back out somewhere at the entrance. You got to walk your ass all the way from the beginning of the dungeon all the way back out to the. There's just
Oh, you're
little
just talking
things
Yeah,
about
but that's
that
not a knock.
design wise.
yeah, it
Yeah,
feels a little old, but it looks brand new, which I mean, and I love it still. Like I played
they
that for
added
like
the
hundreds of hours, but
clairvoyance ability, so you can find your way out. Though you can just use that magic, and it'll guide you out.
wasn't that in that one, or they put that in Skyrim?
No,
That was in
no, that was
Skyrim.
only in Skyrim. So
Oh,
they added that.
that's
They I
nice.
feel like they did stuff to make it, for it's not really for I mean it's for us, absolutely for us, the ones that played it and love it. I
Mhm.
fucking love Oblivion. And I think the new
No,
generation,
it's.
I
I'll
think
tell
for
you,
them to
it's
do
for
this,
me. It's for me because
you missed out.
Skyrim was my first Elder Scrolls game, and I fell in
Okay.
love with it.
And it's
Mhm.
you and I agree, it's one of our favorite video
One of
games
my
of all
favorite
time.
games of all
Hmm.
time. And I played a little bit of the original Oblivion. I liked it. I liked what I played of it. Like I played it because I love Skyrim so much. Okay, I'm like, okay, I got to go back and play the one before this. See what that's all about.
It's worthy at least of a 20-hour shift because there are some things that they do in that are so fucking fun.
Yeah.
So fucking fun. Like the goblins, just grabbing their chief staff and putting it into another chief staff and swapping them, and they will fight each other or like you can
Mhm.
the game
Yeah.
is like more like less controlled and more chaos because it was
That you could
they
do that in
refined it.
Oblivion? Well, that's in
Dude, it's
Skyrim.
hilarious.
I never
No,
heard of that.
that's in Oblivion.
Okay, that's cool.
That's
Yeah.
definitely in
So
Oblivion.
Sounds fun.
Oh
I'm
yeah.
excited to dig into it just because like I said, I played Oblivion probably like 10 hours or so, but didn't really get super deep into it. So like I feel like this is a good way for me to really dig in, but it's hard to find time for a huge open world
Oh,
RPG these
Yeah,
days
yeah.
when there's so
like
many
I
other
played
things
I
it
to
know.
play.
We
so
just
much
played Avowed,
before.
you know.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
and I didn't
true.
even finish that.
It's fresh
Did
in
you
the
even get
system.
to the Scatterlands or anything
I
like
got
that?
to the second location and that was it.
Wow,
I know.
Eric,
It's just
wow, that's
So
there's
much
too
to
many
do.
crazy.
things, man. Too many fucking
That
games.
fucking Balatro shit.
No, I've been playing a lot
Right.
of stuff. Well, it's a good transition. I don't know. I've just been so tired lately. I've been playing a lot of stuff in bed. So I've been picking up my
Right.
Steam Deck.
Steam Deck. Yeah.
I was playing Metroid Prime.
The
Of
first
course,
one?
yes, the first one.
Okay.
On my
Never played a
Steam Deck,
Metro Prime game.
and
Yeah.
it was great. It's great. I'm loving it. Because obviously with like the Switch 2, Metroid Prime 4 is coming out, so I wanted to start
Yeah.
playing those games. I knew I would like them, but I never dove in. So playing Metroid Prime on my Steam Deck, it's fantastic. It's a
No.
little bit antiquated with the controls because on the original GameCube, you didn't have like dual stick camera movement. You had the left stick, then you had the little C stick nubbin thing, but it wasn't like true dual
Oh,
stick analog. So in this game,
huh.
when you don't have independent control over the camera and your movement, wherever you move is where your gun points, but you can lock on
Okay.
to stuff, and you can also hold down the L button and like do free aim that way too. So it just took a little bit to get used to not having that dual stick movement. But they released the Metroid Prime Remaster on the Switch a couple years ago, which added the dual stick
Yeah.
stuff.
Just like just a
Nice.
year ago, didn't they?
Yeah, I think was it last year or 2 years ago? I don't remember, but yeah. But I'm playing the original version. It took me a minute to get used to the controls, but now that I'm used to them, it feels really good. There's that, and then I randomly dug my 3DS out of a drawer because I had it sitting in a drawer for a while, and I'm like, I'll
Wow.
dig this out and show it to the
Oh,
kid, just because
Yeah.
uh-oh.
I have some stuff on there. But so I ended up
Kids and
buying.
mobiles.
We went to our like local game store. I bought a couple DS games there, and then I also bought Mario Kart 7 and Super Mario 3D Land off of eBay for the 3DS.
They were still $60.
No, they were each like $20. Nothing crazy. So I actually played through all of Super Mario 3D Land on the 3DS, and that's a great fucking 3D Mario platformer. Like I never played.
That's awesome.
That's one of the ones that I haven't. One of the 3D Mario games that I hadn't played before. So played through all of that. Had a great time. So fucking good. So yeah, that's been fun too. So I've been really getting my my portable gaming. It's been cool, and it's been cool just
I like
revisiting
that.
the 3DS because that thing is a good console.
I like you're a good gaming dad because like you're playing with you're showing your kids stuff that they could easily never know about and stuff like that.
Right.
And we just had in my house we just got over like 2 week of kids being off for a spring break.
Yep.
In our house. And so the game that we happened to be playing over that was the Plants vs Zombies Battle for Neighborhoodville. I mean, Dave, our kids played on that
Classic.
game years ago together.
They play like
But I was like,
dozens and dozens of hours. I've seen that game.
and like we have all these incredible unlocks and stuff like that in the game. But like, so I'm playing with my kids. I'm like, what I like about that game is it's basically Overwatch
Yeah.
or Marvel's, but you can do co-op split screen. Like you can't
that's
even do that on, you know what I'm saying? And like the characters are balanced. So I'm legit playing. What's funny is my 6-year-old is really good. I'm like, man, Ryan, like, wow, you're actually really good. So him and I were just laying people down in the 4v4, like one death, one life, that was fun, the arena game that they had in that. But it's just nice to like, take time in your gaming rotation to sit down and try to like
Get something new in
guide
there.
them, but just remind them this is something because like my oldest, all he wants to play is Minecraft, dude, and it drives me crazy.
Yeah.
There's nothing
And
wrong
I
with
want
that.
him to
Yeah, the
like
5-year-old's
Mario.
getting
I
into
want him to have
Minecraft too, which Minecraft is
yeah,
is
it's
good, but
I know it's not a bad game to like. If any game, I'd rather him be playing that
Better
than
than
like
Roblox.
Fortnite. Or,
right. Yeah.
It's what my wife says. I'd rather him be playing that than Roblox. I'm like, I know.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
just wish he
for
would
sure.
pick up like a Mario or Zelda game or something like that. But
Yeah,
anyway,
don't blame me
just
there.
remind me of something.
It's
But
yeah.
anywho.
Yeah,
Well,
it's just weird thinking about how kids play games these days because like, you never had access to like being able to play online with your friends when we were kids. Like we were just
No, it wasn't.
relegated to
I mean, it
these
was
single
social, but not
player or
social like
like
this.
couch co-op
Yeah.
experiences. So like they're not really used to that. And like, oh shit, I can talk to my friend and we can be in our two separate places. We can just hang out in this fucking Minecraft world and fuck around. Like
They don't care about graphics because like we grew up with the graphics. Not they're born
Right.
into high fidelity.
Every
Like,
new
hey, that looks
generation
kinda
was
like a
like,
thing.
holy shit,
don't-
graphics will never get better than this.
then they go
know?
back and play
Yeah.
Roblox, and it looks like a child
Like
designed
ass,
it.
yeah.
and It's the worst. It's
Yeah.
fucking just preying on them. Well, speaking of kids games, I did play a kids game with the kids too, though. I played
Ooh.
Double Dragon Gaiden Rise of the
Oh,
Dragons.
yes. Okay.
Brandon, you
Yes, I
Okay.
had
gave
this
me
a little bit. My
good
kids
on
didn't
this.
bite on it, but I liked it. Did you like the game? Or?
It's It's a side scroller brawler,
Co-op beat 'em up.
Double Dragon game. It's got you switch between characters, so you can switch on the fly.
They got Bimmy and Jimmy in there.
Yeah.
Not Bimmy. Jimmy
Yes.
and
Bimmy and Jimmy.
Dave doesn't get the reference apparently.
no, I don't. Billy.
Was that Double Dragon 2?
I thought it was the first
Or
one, but
3?
it was just a translation thing.
Instead of saying Billy and Jimmy, they've left it Bimmy,
Bimmy.
and Jimmy, dude.
Ooh.
And it's literally in the game. I want to say it's Double
It
Dragon.
might be
3,
2.
but
Yeah, one of those NES ones.
You said fuck it, leave it in.
Yep.
We made all these cartridges. We can't fucking DLC this out of it.
Exactly. Yep.
That'd be a great T-shirt though, like the Double Dragon like characters, and it just says Bimmy and Jimmy or something like that. That'd be fucking because somebody.
That'd be a good
gotta
one.
be out there.
There you go. Double Dragon Gaiden. It doesn't seem like it's a very long game, but it seems like you're doing more runs in it and kind of plowing your way through. I think it's like 4 gangs
we need to
or
get
whatever. Yeah.
Okay.
It's got some decent leveling up, which is kind of cool. I don't know. You're just like buying boosters for all your stuff in between levels. It's fairly standard, but it's easy enough where you can just set it to like infinite lives or easy guys, or it gives you enough
Is it
control
2-player
over it.
only?
Yeah. 1 or 2 player. I don't believe it's.
I'll say
4.
this, Dave. This also reminds me. We also threw in some Shredder's Revenge shit, and like that game is incredible because it's 6 players and it's online drop in, and I'm surprised that we're not seeing more of those. But we'll see.
Yeah, I don't know.
The X-Men. Give us like a 6-player X-Men.
That
Come on,
would be
let's
cool.
do it.
I mean, I do have one more coming down the pipe that I did play. Also, brand new brawler that I think just came to Game Pass. Towerborne.
Oh,
yes.
Playing it tonight. I plan on playing it tonight. But yeah, it looks
I'll
great.
be in there. It fucking looks beautiful. It is gorgeous. And after going and playing Double Dragon, which I mean, it's a newer game, but it's pixel art. This one is not pixel art. It's more of a cell shaded look to it. And everything's very smooth, 60 frames per second, and you're like 3D with nice animations and stuff like that. It was a treat to go and play Towerborne after playing. Well, I mean, there's nothing wrong with Double Dragon Gaiden, but it's just nice to see it takes that old art style, and I like seeing it in the new form with classes in this.
Okay.
Yeah,
is this like Castle Crashers or?
Yes, it is. It is, yes, akin to that, basically, where you're leveling. This one, I mean, you're leveling your guy up. At level like 5, you unlock like a light special, and at level 10 or something, you unlock a heavy special, and then you end up unlocking three lights and 3 heavies per class. So you can equip one of those 3 and then have your regular moves. But each class is kind of different because you got a guy, sword and board with the shield. Some guys got some flame stick thing. You got a guy with giant punchy hands. But each of them has their own separate skill trees, and they all level up independently from each other. So I was playing. I mean, I put in a couple hours the other night. Where
thank you, Game Pass. Fucking Game Pass, dude. Just stop me another game.
Jeez, not enough time to do a round of blueprints, so I'm like, fuck it, I'll try Towerborne. And I just cloud streamed it and just jumped right in. So, but like, it's like a hexagon map where you can go and like I think you're just dynamically like kind of unlocking these squares and going and doing things on the map, and you're doing the levels. But it's just like drop in, drop out. Like this may recommend you have like level 28, but if you got 4 guys with you, then you just fucking crush your way through it and
sounds fun.
Go pretty quickly. So. Towerborne seems like I think it's in game preview. It's not technically out yet.
Yeah.
But
right.
Yeah, this just came out. Initial release date of February of 2024. So maybe it's just getting added to it. But it's worth checking out if you like your side scrollers and stuff like that. I'll definitely jump in.
My 6-year-old and 10-year-old and I can play those games like easily.
Yeah.
I just like them. They're mindless. I can't play them for too long, but I can sit down for like 30, 40 minutes, do a level or 2 with the kids, and
to get you into the Tower of Doom games. I think me and Eric played those for a little bit the one night. The
old
80s D&D.
That was
brawlers,
fun. I think we technically we beat it. Like we finished it. But you
Yeah,
could just do
probably.
unlimited continues. So you're just like,
But those you have like inventories and you go to the shops and
that was
buy
fun.
things so
Yeah.
you can like build up stuff and unlock stuff. Yeah, it's cool.
I
All right, that's enough of me.
I'm just hold on. I'm just
Yeah.
remembering. I don't want to forget. I have it in my list. I know but I don't know how else I'll talk about. There's no segue for this. I randomly watched A League of Their Own movie from the 90s. Have we all seen that movie?
I know what it is, but
I
no.
think I've seen parts of it. I don't know if I've sit down and watched the whole
What?
thing, but
Tom Hanks as
long time
the
ago.
baseball coach with what?
Dude,
You got Madonna.
I think
I
I've
was
seen it when
like
I was a
10,
kid.
11 years old when I saw it as a kid. And I thought it was great then. I just saw it because I'm like, I think my kids need to see it. My wife's like, yeah, that's a great pick. Let's do it. Dude, that movie is awesome. It's still
Oh,
excellent.
really?
Um, it's categorized as a comedy, which I thought was a drama with some comedic elements to it, but I guess it's more of a comedy.
It's got Hanks in it.
Visually though,
Hey, I'm
it's
a
visually
Hanksophile.
shot well. The just the framing, the colors, the production, it's a very good looking movie. Every shot is like a work of art. I was like, wow, this is a good looking movie. And acting is spot on. The production is really good, and nobody talks about it. I know there's like a TV show or series that they put out recently on like AMC or whatever, but um, if you have not seen A League of Their Own,
Yeah.
maybe
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do I need to make it a thing?
dude, watch it with your family.
Okay,
Get the
full family.
popcorn out. Get the popcorn out. Get some Dr. Pepper or whatever you guys like to sip on that's sweet.
Some Coke
Sure.
Zero.
And treat yourself to a fun family movie.
Okay.
That I think
PG,
is just
a 2-hour PG
yes.
movie. It's got that one. It's got that one
It's
actress in
excellent.
it that always throws me off. It's on Prime, so it looks like you were going through.
Yeah,
your
Gina
Prime.
Davis and is in
Gina
it with
Davis.
Tom
Thank
Hanks.
you.
Those are
That's what
the
it is.
yeah.
Oh
Joey,
my
I
God.
don't know why.
She's excellent in it.
It's a fun
Throws me
Everyone
sports themed 90s movie that I also watched recently.
what?
Space
Sandlot?
off. Yeah.
Oh,
Dude,
wow.
the
Everybody
original
loves Space
Space Jam
Jam.
is fucking awesome. I love that movie.
Mhm.
Space Jam.
Good shit. I haven't
How'd the
seen
kid
it
like it?
in
Yeah.
probably like 15, 20 years. I
Right.
don't know. It's been a while.
Right.
I probably watched it last time when I was like a kid, or a teenager or
Wow.
something. But
They
I
remade it.
just
You didn't watch
well,
the remake,
it's
did
not
you?
really a remake. It's like a legacy sequel. And
Sequel.
I've
Yeah.
heard it sucks, but no, the original
Yeah.
is still great. Just so fun and fucking goofy and awesome that like Michael Jordan after his like prime decided to make this movie. It's basically like, parody of himself, like almost like a pseudo documentary, which is so weird and cool, but just throw Looney Tunes in there also. Super fun concept.
How did the kid like it? Or were you just watching
He
it by
liked it.
yourself?
He's the one who actually wanted to watch it because I was talking about it randomly. Like, oh, I want to
Yeah.
watch Space Jam. So he
Okay.
was liking it at first, and then he was getting a little weird when like the Monstars show up. So we kind of turn it off. But after that, I kept watching it, and I'm like, this is fucking good movie.
You gotta watch those Monstars.
But yeah,
I remember
fun.
being a kid blown away by that movie. Well, not that movie because I was older, but the Who Framed Roger Rabbit.
Yeah.
I was blown away as a child
right.
that I was watching live action with
Yeah,
cartoon
these
characters.
2D cartoon characters
thought that was-
interacting with these
Yeah,
real
I
people.
showed my kids. They
Yeah.
don't have any reactions.
Even
They're
the-
like, I'm like,
2D cartoon characters, but they still shaded them to look like
Right.
they were.
It
Yeah,
still
they
looks
were,
good like today.
So that would be a great one to rewatch. I'd love to watch that one again. That one's
Which
always
one?
good. Who Framed
Roger
Roger
Rabbit.
Rabbit?
I don't think
Oof.
I've seen Roger Rabbit actually.
wow, masterpiece.
Yeah,
Dude,
no.
masterpiece.
All right.
100%.
I mean, I've seen obviously
Excellent movie.
like, clips and scenes, but not. I
Is
don't
there
think I've
somebody
ever done a
named
full
Sam in that
watch-through.
movie?
Dude, Who Framed Roger Rabbit is everything about what we love about movies. and like what they were willing to do to make a scene happen. And that's the movie throughout. Like they did
I mean, down
everything.
to watch it.
The production alone with the use of light and the movement and or like Roger is not a still character. He is bouncing all over the place, dude. That movie's incredible. If we could put that on the podcast, that would be probably a treat for sure. I don't know why we've never talked about that before, but
But slap it on the list,
right.
man.
It's on the calendar.
Love that movie. It's got one of the worst movie deaths I've ever seen. I'm still traumatized by it.
Yeah, don't spoil that one.
Whatever.
It
It is what it is.
It is pretty. Yeah, it's a tough one. It's a tough one.
Just thinking about it as a grown ass man just makes me kind of sad. But anyways, yeah.
All right.
I don't know where we're going. I kind of just randomly jumped in there
around.
with the
Dave. Brandon's gonna hate it, but can we talk about WrestleMania for a second?
Fuck yeah!
I'm gonna go get a beer. You talk about your fucking wrestling, dudes.
Yeah,
just for a second.
Since the Rumble,
just for a
I don't know. Since the Rumble, we've become a wrestling family again.
Well, yeah. I mean, I have always been like curious and sort of like on the edge of like, I've never fully jumped into watching it or anything, but growing up in like the late 90s, early 2000s as a kid, it's fucking everywhere. So like I had some exposure through like video games.
Generation X.
Yeah, exactly. Stuff like that. So like, I mean, early 2000s era wrestling video games, fucking huge. Late 90s.
Yeah, those AKI ones were fucking.
So I definitely played some of those. That's probably the most exposure that I had. But then like, I don't know. I just felt like now's the time to jump in because it always just seemed so fun.
Okay.
And like the whole.
Have you been watching since WrestleMania?
Yeah. I mean the whole. Okay. Well, I started watching like probably a month before WrestleMania happened. Like I've been watching Raw and SmackDown every week. And it's great. Just following all these storylines and fucking
getting in there.
Yeah, it's over the top, fucking dramatic, and it's
the more it changes, the more it stays the same. Kind of like you can always just jump back in, and it's still the same.
I'm sorry, did I hear fucking storylines?
Oh yeah, dude,
storylines.
That's what wrestling is all about.
Give me one.
Give
me one. What is
like
one story in this stuff?
Dude, soap opera essentially.
I mean, John Cena is the big thing now.
The heel turn.
The heel turn of John Cena.
But what's the story? What story do they have? What is the story?
And then Randy Orton.
I met you.
Dude, yeah, Randy Orton. I love
Randy Orton came over from SmackDown and snuck up on Cena and sneak attacked him.
Great.
Woo!
That's what you call a story? Is just when somebody
the next week.
There's
there's more to it.
Some of it's lost on me because there's so much history like steeped within the WWE, and like some of these guys like Randy Orton has been around for like fucking 20 years. So like I'm just jumping in now, so I don't know the whole history behind everybody, but like I'm sort of catching up a little bit on that stuff. But yeah, man,
they'll let you know the history because they always do those. That's the thing. I can't watch it with commercials or anything like that because I got to fast forward through it. I don't.
Dude,
I can watch a Raw in like half hour, 45 minutes.
I was basically saying it's basically just anime, Brandon. It's over the top, dramatic acting. Like they just get mad at each other and they're like, "Hey, I want to fucking fight you," so they get in the ring.
I couldn't get into this shit when I was like 14 years old. I can't get into it when I'm 44 years old. There's no way it's fucking happening.
Still good.
It's just turn your brain off, fun.
And I know a lot of my buddies. What? Yeah. Nope.
Yeah.
G.I. Joe's, Ninja Turtles. I'm there. Watching the Bills. I got.
And like WrestleMania is, dude. WrestleMania is good to watch. Just straight for the production value of everything. It is amazing how much
what production. A guy comes up from the ceiling with a fog machine.
Just watch a clip of fucking WrestleMania. They did it at the Las Vegas Raiders Stadium this year. Fucking huge stadium, like just all the lights, the pyro, all the shit. Like it's pretty amazing.
Can't, dude. No,
spectacle.
I'll take your word for it. I'll watch
You don't want to
Idiocracy
see
again
a
if I wanna
man.
watch it.
Wrestlemania
You don't
was
want to
good,
see
though.
two big beefy men spear each other through a fucking wooden table. Like, why wouldn't
No,
you
but
want to see
speaking of
that?
big beefy men, did you see that A24 movie with The Rock and they got all this prosthetics on him so you can't see? It looks like totally different. An
Oh,
A24 movie with The Rock.
I didn't watch it, but I saw the screenshot of it, and I couldn't tell that it was The Rock. So that's good.
Yeah,
Hmm.
weird, very weird.
That's good
Yeah,
though,
and then
because you
that
got to
one,
get out of it, and like he's too recognizable. That's the thing that I have with
right.
people.
right,
Something
right.
like that was kind of cool.
Then you get that other A24 movie with Tim Robbins,
Robinson. Yep. Tim
Yes,
Robinson
and Paul
right?
and
Rudd.
Where he's doing with
Jason
Paul Rudd.
Jason Bateman. Oh no, Paul Rudd. Yep.
Paul Rudd. And it's just like,
That
all
one looks
right,
good.
Jason Bateman's going to be, that, it looks good, but it's going to be Jason Bateman and Tim Robinson. They're going to be them. One's going to play it straight and the other one's going to get mad and start yelling all the
Yeah,
time because that's what he does.
I'm into it.
You know, I mean, it'll be good or it could be horrible, but A24 has been so good overall for me. So
It's
I'll
weird
probably
that
like it.
they're starting to pull in the big names though, the big actors and stuff like that. A lot of
Yeah, they
times
could
they
be
were
good or bad. I don't know.
yeah,
Yeah,
they
true,
were under
true.
the radar, and now I think they're hitting
I
their
feel like every other
mainstream stride.
trailer I see has like A24 attached. They're like they're pumping shit out.
I love that they're making
Yeah,
weird
now
shit
they,
though. Still though, they're not
yeah,
just
we need A24.
No,
Now's the time to
the
have.
Jason Bateman one was an A24 one where they're trying to like hunt down a unicorn. Did you guys see the preview for that
Oh,
one?
that one looked fucking good.
And then
Yes.
the unicorn like fucking starts attacking them, like it's an evil unicorn.
Oh,
Yeah.
wait, yeah,
Yep.
That's funny.
oh yeah.
So they're
Speaking of weird,
they're
I
pumping shit
saw
out.
my wife and I just watched the first 2 or 3 episodes of Severance. That
Like
shit's
season
weird.
1?
Yeah,
Dude, you're in for a treat. Severance.
I'm like, this shit
Season
is
2 done?
amazing.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
It is okay.
Yep,
I
I'm
love
all,
it.
I'm all caught up. It's
Been waiting.
awesome.
I need to jump on a trial there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's we just got the we're just like fuck it.
I mean, now's the
spend
time
the
to do it
$10 and just
because
crush.
the wait between season 1 and 2 was like fucking 3 years. So again,
There's a writer's
Yeah.
strike in there.
yeah, right, exactly. So
Right.
it was hard to remember exactly what happened in the first season, but
Okay.
they do a big recap. But now this is the way to get into it now. Just plow through the season.
What I
1
like
and 2.
is that they throw so much at you, but they like do this backwards overlapping, so you kind of go back and then you see it, and then you go back and then you
Like
see that
Memento?
person's perspective. Well, not really. Just like you see one character's perspective, and then you're introduced to another character, and then you see their perspective of like some of those incidents. So I don't know. I think it's so far really good.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I can see why there's a lot of hype around it. It's just like a really cool concept, and it's just acted well, interesting characters,
Yeah.
and the
thing I love
mysteries
about it-
constantly sprinkled.
Right. The thing I love
Sprinkled.
about it is like the show is not about the what. They could have spent so much time explaining how it all works and like whatever, and like that could have been the conceit of the show, but no, it's like this is what happens, and like the bigger thing is like why, So
Yeah.
it's good.
Yeah.
Really good.
Abe, you know what
Well,
the concept was before going into it, right? Where there's 2
Yeah,
versions
the
of
brain.
these
Yeah.
people that work
I don't know
there.
how
Yeah, one's
I
on
don't
the
know if people
outside.
don't
Yeah.
know. It's-
Right.
My wife
yeah.
had no idea. I was
Really?
letting her just watch it,
I've heard so
and
many
then
people
as
talk
things
about
got
it.
revealed, I would explain it to her. So she had like no idea. I'm like, I just want to see the Severance show. We should watch it together. And she's like, all right.
You try it while you have Apple Plus. Have you tried watching Mythic Quest yet?
I
It's
have
about the
not.
video game
That-
studio.
No, but I'm
You should throw that on.
interested.
It's got Rob McElhenney,
yeah,
whatever his name is.
Always
Sunny.
Sunny. Dude.
Always Sunny guy, and he runs a video game studio. It's supposed to be pretty good, but while you have Apple,
Oh,
you
okay.
might as well get it in there before you cancel it.
Oh yes, dude. There's a few shows that I want to check out. But
Dude,
yes,
probably what I'm
Shrinking.
gonna-
Check out Shrinking. Really good
yep.
show.
Yeah, I heard.
Really good show.
Isn't there one with Harrison Ford as well on
Yeah,
Apple
Shrinking.
TV?
That's the one.
Is it Shrinking?
with Harrison Ford and,
Yeah.
How small does he get? Is it like Benjamin Button, where he gets smaller and smaller?
It's a good joke. I like it.
Maybe a
No,
nice
it's
little-
about shrinks.
tiny little
About therapists. Yeah, it's good. Really good.
Okay.
Getting smaller. He's just getting to a baby, or he's an old man. It's just
right. He's just a mini.
He goes down to
little
like group
mini
size.
Harrison
You have
Ford.
a tiny little Harrison Ford just yelling at you. A little grumpy little guy.
That would be good. Yep. All right. What do we got left? I got like one thing left. A couple quick things.
I got a bunch of quickies. You can go right ahead.
Yeah, my only quick thing was I played another game with the kid. I said on the Discord, I love SpongeBob, always have since I was like 5 years old, ever since it came out. He's really getting into SpongeBob now. Like I introduced him to it, and he's like obsessed with it. That's all we watch now. So the Patrick Star game just came to Game Pass.
Oh,
that game is fun as hell.
Yeah,
and it's basically just Goat Simulator. Basically just
Yep.
Goat Simulator, but with SpongeBob characters, and you're playing as Patrick Star. But they do there's so much wacky shit, like so many cool ideas.
Inside jokes all over the place.
Oh, 1,000%. Yeah, like it's
well done.
It's very satisfying if you know the show very well, like I do. So like like you said, tons of inside jokes and like references to episodes and stuff. So I'm having a great time. I feel like I'm having more fun than he is playing it. But that's a fun one to throw on together. Even if you're not a SpongeBob fan, like still a super fun game.
Okay.
Like it's very sandboxy. You can just go around and mess around, do it.
And it's multiplayer. Couch co-op.
I don't remember.
I don't think so.
It might just be single player.
Oh, okay.
There is a dedicated burp button, which is great.
Okay. So very much like Goat Simulator.
Yes, exactly. Yep. And you charge up the burp and just fucking walk up to someone and send them away by burping at them. Yeah, that's good. Good
I like it already. That's good.
But yeah, I mean that was pretty much all I had. The only other thing I had, Dave and I did get in our Switch 2 pre-orders.
Yes. I didn't even get it in. My wife got it in.
Oh, really?
I was quitting and I'm like, fuck it, I'm going back to work. And she just messaged me like 3 to 5 minutes later. She's like, I think I got one.
Wow, that's a good wife right there.
I don't know. I tried for like a half hour, maybe 40 minutes on GameSpot. GameStop the next day.
Yeah, I must have got super lucky because I did the whole midnight thing. I had Target, Walmart, and I had Best Buy open, but Best Buy's website fucking sucks. I tried to add a payment method and it kept erroring out on me, so I'm like, fuck this, I'm not even gonna try Best Buy. So I had Walmart and Target open. Walmart does the thing where they put you in like a queue, like a waiting line.
They should. That's what should happen.
So I had that up, and then I was over on Target on the other side of the screen just trying to click it. So like as soon as midnight hit and you refreshed, it said like out of stock. And I'm like, what the fuck? So I kept hitting refresh, and eventually the button like was active, so I was able to add it to my cart. And then it took me like 2 tries for it to, go through. But I got it through, which there was a lot of other people saying that they got through on Target, but they got like an email 5 minutes later saying that their pre-order was canceled. But that never came through for me.
That would suck.
Still in the order history. The charge is on the card, so I think I'm good.
Oh, congratulations.
Charge is on the card. You're good.
Yeah.
Brand new baby boy.
Yeah, I was pretty excited about that. So yeah, I'm looking very much forward to Mario Kart and Tears of the Kingdom. I can finally beat that in 60 FPS. Great.
Oh, dude. I love that game. I want to get back into it. I want to get that Zelda itch.
If you don't have the Nintendo Switch Online subscription, it's like a $10 upgrade, but if you do, it's a free upgrade.
Oh, really? Oh,
yep.
Fantastic.
Ooh.
Yep.
Now it's nice for them to do that.
But yeah, that was all I had.
All right, I got 2. What do you got over there, Dave?
I got a little pile.
Oh boy! All right.
Shotgun blast.
Do it quick.
Ready, set, go. Game called For the Warp, FTW. It is a FTL.
Oh, I was gonna say,
game.
is that a play on
Very,
FTL?
it is very close. Same kind of graphics, except it is a deck builder, Eric.
Okay, I'm in.
Skip.
I'm in already.
So you're trying to go. I've only gotten like 1 or 2 runs in, so I'm not super deep into it. But you're going from like a start entrance. You got to get to the warp thing at the end, and
Okay.
jump around. You can basically, it's like a almost like a grid from Blueprints, like a 9x5 map, and you're just kind of jumping through different points, trying to get across, adding cards to your deck, battling ships, doing encounters like faster than light, and just essentially moving your way through that one. That one's pretty solid. It's an indie game. It's on sale. I think Xbox is having their spring sale right now. It was super cheap. Worth it. Get out there and support your indie devs.
I already like the look of this.
I was gonna say it sounds like a Steam Deck game.
I'm looking at it on Steam right now. It's $15.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Add it to the wish list. Wait for a sale.
Yep, that's the plan.
There's a game called 80s Overdrive.
Oh yeah, the racing game.
Yes. Have you played this one?
What is it called?
I know it.
80s Overdrive.
80s Overdrive. Okay.
I've bought a game that's called 80s. I've bought a game that's also like this. It's that retro 1980s style.
Yeah, like your Rad Racer Cruising USA,
cool.
where you're driving like into a 2D plane essentially, and stuff's coming at you.
Yeah,
that one's kind of cool because there's some progression to it. Like they're like you're doing races and building up money to buy better cars to upgrade them, to do stuff. So there's kind of like a little bit of a campaign. I'm a couple hours into that one. It's a good one to throw out. Like you got a half hour to kill. You do a couple races, you're good. You probably don't want to be playing it for.
No,
it's not an hour.
I have a bunch of those kind of little games where you just do.
Yeah.
It's like, it's very
a couple
retro.
races, and just get that itch scratched a little bit. That one's fun.
You put a digital quarter in it, and you play a quarter, and maybe put another quarter in there, and all right, then I'm done. So it was designed. This game mechanic was designed for that kind of mentality, and that's how I'm going to treat it.
Yeah, that's. So it's good like that. It looks cool though. It's got a good 80s look to it. A lot of synth wave, retro wave kind of stuff looking to it. So that one's fun. And then I guess I'm working my way through Side Effects May Vary. That show's fucking awesome. If you guys got Max, watch Side Effects May Vary.
I've heard really good things.
Animated.
That's all I've heard.
Animated show, kind of like Scavenger's Reign. That kind of art style. But just like it's current modern day. And I don't know. A guy finds a crazy mushroom and hilarity ensues. So that one's great.
I forgot about fucking like Last of Us 2 is also out right now.
Yeah.
How is it? Did you watch it?
Oh, I have to watch it.
Oh yeah. Have you seen the Minecraft movie?
No.
I didn't even bring that one up.
It's good. It's good. If you like Jack Black, then it's good. If you don't like Jack Black, you'll hate it.
I love Jack.
Or Minecraft. If you like Minecraft, it's just the same. You could not know Jack Black.
The story is fine. Like it's not.
I mean,
it's
what else could you do with a fucking Minecraft movie?
But it's like they were like, Jack Black, can you be really Jack Black? And he's just like,
turn it up to
11. Jack Black I've ever been, because he's like, everything is very. But it's like a caricature version of him. He's like very over the top Jack Black. You'll know what I mean.
Yeah.
But it's fine.
Not my
like it's fine. Like if he's just very dramatic and sings.
What about Jason Momoa? How is he?
He was actually. I don't like that actor.
I thought it was really good.
He's overrated, but he was actually really good in that. He was actually like the charm of the movie.
Okay. All right.
He was actually legit. He's becoming like The Rock. He's figuring out comedy.
Yeah, I mean,
and his comedic timing is actually pretty good. Yeah, nobody will ever be Arnold, but I like these big guys playing the goofy guy in the scene. So he did a good job.
Oh, that's true. Nice.
Probably I'll watch it. I'll watch it with the kid when it comes to streaming.
Yeah, me too. I did not have any lava chicken screaming. I had kids clapping a couple times during my movie, but that was about it. No,
we didn't have any
popcorn throwing or any stupid.
Well behaved.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Last one I wanted to bring up is that me and Brandon started a club in NHL 2025, and shocker of the podcast, Eric has never played a hockey game before.
Well, that's
Oh, and
not
it
100%
showed.
accurate. Hey, I was starting to get it by then.
Hey, Eric's on a breakaway. We give him the puck, and then he kicks the puck, and he
Listen, I
just passes
didn't
it
know
down.
the fucking buttons, all right?
No,
It took-
I'm just saying it's odd to see somebody
No,
from
it's fine. It was
Buffalo,
fun.
the Buffalo, Western New York area, have not played like a hockey game before. I thought that was it, and
Yeah, no.
it's good.
Rochester does
like
not have
25.
a hockey team. Well, they have the Amherst, but that's about it.
Yeah, they're good. They're usually a really good
Amherst
team.
games are fun. I've been to a couple of those.
Yeah.
I like hockey. Like whenever I'm exposed to hockey and I watch it, I like it. But there's something I just don't watch
You're
it
not gonna
consistently.
go home and play it. And
I don't watch
Right.
any sport consistently, but when the Sabres are good, I get into
When they're
watching
good,
it. When they're not,
yeah.
I don't like. I don't know. There's just too many.
Well, it's fun to
'cause
watch
it's
when your
like
team sucks.
football's like what 16 games or something like that. Like hockey's like 80 games or
Right, that's a
100.
lot to
It's like
keep
it's
up with.
too
82.
many. It's too many,
Yeah,
and I
that's
feel like
a lot.
I can skip it. I can skip it.
That's why football is so
watch them.
accessible because it's like, hey, it's it's like 3 days a week now, but like Sunday's
Well,
the
I
main
know,
day,
but it's like
and
a-
then you just watch your. That's about it.
Yeah,
So,
yeah,
that's
exactly. Yeah.
2025 was good. If anybody wants to
But it's
join
fun.
if anyone wants to
fun.
join our hockey club,
Online
it's
because
I'll
like
play some
Nomads
more.
hockey.
I like how EA added like the 3v3 version, so like it's perfect for like us. 2 are up, 1 back, and then there's like a goalie. But like you're locked in those positions, and I like being locked in the position. That's what I've always been attracted to the hockey games because when you go online, you're center or you're right defense or left wing the whole game. Like you just own your position.
All the
and there's less
soccer
chaos
clubs,
that way.
soccer does it the same way too, which is
Yeah.
way tougher because there's fucking 11 guys on soccer
It's also
like that.
Hockey is just more fun because there's checking.
Yeah, well, and it's way quicker to go up and down the ice. But no, that's what I got. Hockey's fun.
Yeah,
play more hockey.
All right, I'm gonna close this out with 2 guys. All right,
Clear 'em.
boy.
So, well, one just randomly came across this. It's a TV show. So my morning routine is, I wake up first and I get my 10-year-old son, and my wife and my 6-year-old still sleep. So my son and I make him breakfast and I turn on TV or something, and he watches something as he wakes up. Right. I came across this show called The Hollow. It's on Netflix. And I'm like, I don't know, let's watch it. So we're watching it together. Every morning we watch an episode. It's great. So it wasn't a big hit, so they've already canceled it, but it's only 2 seasons, and I hope it resolves itself. But there's these 3 kids, and they wake up in a room, and the room just like starts filling up with gas, and they have to get out before they're killed. And then they escape the room, and they just keep doing all these things,
Like
and they
Alice in
have no memory
Borderlands
how they got
shit.
there. Right, for kids. So they're going around and they meet all these crazy characters, and they have no idea where they are, and all this, like, everybody has like magic powers, and they're like, where are we? How do we know? Like, what did we do? I have no memory of anything. They'll eventually meet other kids, and they don't trust each other. Yeah, it's kind of like Alice in Borderlands for
Lord
kids.
of the Flies.
So, but it's great, and every episode's it's kind of scary, not scary, but like one character is like nice and then just turns into a witch out of nowhere and like starts grabbing the kids and pulling them into the cave and stuff like that. And it's like we're watching this, eating like pancakes at like 7:20 in the morning. But it's like been our routine, and I'm like, this is so cool because every episode it's showing him proper world building. Like they're learning a little bit more and more about themselves, about the world they're in, and there's an action. Because usually when kids watch a show, it's like there's no overarching story. It's like it wraps up every episode. Kids shows do.
Oh yeah.
I like that this is like a continued story, like a movie cut up. Like a miniseries.
This looks
So,
like
pretty
really
cool.
nice flash animation, like the style of it.
Yeah, watch it with your daughter or something like that. She's at the same. She's close to Jack's age. So
I mean, it's
you might
TV,
might like it.
TV 7, so
Yeah,
Okay.
they'll be fine.
that's cool.
But it's funny. Like there's some funny jokes. So one character's kind of stupid, but he's funny. And then the last thing I want to say is, I love video game music. One of my favorite video games I like to play is a game called Kingdom 2 Crowns. Dave and I have played this
yeah.
game. And I
Yeah.
love all the DLC, all the music's great in those games, and all those are fun. So I was like, I got work to do and I want to listen to something. I'm gonna listen to the Kingdom soundtrack. So I've been listening to that for a while, and it's really good. The Kingdom Two Crowns soundtrack. Just like chill, slow, indie video game kind of vibes, right? You know. So I'm like, who made this music? So his name is Amos Roddy, AmosRoddy. And he did the music to another game called Citizen Sleeper and Citizen Sleeper 2. Citizen Sleeper, the first one, I haven't
Those
even
games
played
are.
this game yet. It
I
looked kind
told
of
you
cool,
those.
Yeah,
This
they
I
look
did
but
this
fucking
one
my
on a while
God, this
ago. The soundtrack on it is
yeah,
fucking amazing.
soundtrack is fucking banger, dude. So I'm telling you right now, listen to the music of Amos Roddy on whatever YouTube, Spotify, Apple Music is where I go. Um, it's great. It's so good. It's great working music. It's
I'll add that to
incredible.
the
I don't
list.
know.
cool.
It's just that indie background music that's just like kind of got a good groove to it. Nothing too. It's I don't know. I'm really enjoying it.
Amos
Uh,
Roddy. Got it.
yeah, that's it. Oh, also, and I just want to say, not only did I beat Avowed, but I also beat Star Wars Outlaws, and I'm glad I did.
Oh, nice.
It
How long did it
feels
take you?
so good beating a game. I don't know. I probably put over 40 hours, I think, in that game.
Did you end up buying it, or did you just get it from the library again? Yes.
Library.
Over and over.
Yep.
How many times did you end up taking that out?
Well, one time I took it on and never even
Three or
played
four
it,
times?
but
No.
yeah, three or four times, I think.
Wow, that's nice though.
So yeah, I was juggling other games when I was playing that, but
Yeah, I know. I
like
keep
Avowed,
forgetting about that
you
one.
know.
I do want to get eventually, but
I'll just say this. I'll say this. Ignore all the people on the internet and just hear me out. This game did something that I have not ever seen in a video game before. It felt like it was literally part of the original trilogy, the prequels, and the sequels. It has like the villains of the sequels. It has a lot of the characters and um yeah, characters from like the prequels, but it take places on the worlds of like the original and the sequels. So it really feels like a mishmash of all of those in together. Because I feel like when I watch like the prequels, they did everything to not look like they were the originals, you know. And when I saw the sequels, I felt that like they ignored the prequels as best they could, you know, and they felt like they only really want to talk about the original movies. So Outlaws to me as a Star Wars fan felt like no, this is in the entire franchise. And it's not with the Skywalkers. You're not meeting the Skywalkers. You're not doing any of that shit. You're just hanging out. You don't even meet Boba Fett. I think you meet Jabba. That's it. You
Okay.
know. But like it's really just like in the world of Star Wars, and I think that's what they promised. They just said, "Hey, this is like the kind of like the off the beaten path story in the Star Wars universe," and I think it really did. So, it's patched. It looks great. Every world and every area you go to is highly detailed because it's made by Ubisoft. And if you've played the Division games, those games are highly detailed, extremely detailed. I think it might be the same people that made this.
yeah,
It's rather good. So, yeah, I
Good.
think I would say price wise at this point, if you're a Star Wars fan, under 30, you
I was gonna say
instantly
I've
get
seen
it.
it on sale for $30, and that's a good price
Yep.
point that I would buy it.
Yep. Yep. I would do it, yeah, if you want to. And if you're not a big Star Wars fan, but you like a good open shooter and all that stuff with some stealth mechanics, then
Uh,
yeah, in 24, 20,
As soon as
$24, I think
as soon as I don't have any games to play, you
I
know.
I still haven't finished fucking Jedi Survivor either. So like, come on.
that's on my yeah, that's my
Survivor was
next Star
good.
Wars game I play. But I'm done. That's everything.
Well, shit,
Yeah.
that was a lot of stuff. And it's not. It's
That's
only
quicker
gonna
than we
get.
usually go.
Nomad's been getting around.
Yeah. We get around. We travel. We travel to all these
Sometimes
different
we leave on our
worlds.
own and
But I mean, it's only going to get more and more busy as more and more games
What's
come out
next on the
this year, man.
schedule? Yeah, what's next on our schedule? Do we know?
We got a couple
So much
things
crazy.
in May. Next week I got a couple things. Doom Dark Ages comes out this month. I don't know if we wanted to hit that one up, but we have a couple choices for next week. We can go through those though.
Okay.
Yeah, might have to do some discussion.
Yeah,
Little tease.
Okay. Shuffle the deck and see what's coming up. If they wanted to see what was coming up, Eric, how would they know?
Well, I'm glad
How
you
could they
asked.
ask us? Or if they wanted to make a recommendation, how could they do that?
Yes, of course. You can go to the nomadsoffantasy.com. Well, for one, you can go to the nomadsoffantasy.com because we do have the schedule up there, which I keep it updated, but I feel like more and more we're kind of deciding on the fly what we want to do each week. So
Well, it's because of these video game drops that have been so mad. Like Blueprints came out of nowhere, and we're like, we got to do an episode on this.
exactly.
There's a lot of games dropping right now that's really been kind of fucking up our schedule because usually we know in advance.
Exactly, yeah. So usually I'll have the schedule up for the next 3 episodes or so. But yeah, if you want to drop us a suggestion, chat with us, you can the nomads.com/discord. Join our Discord. Lots of fun people in there. We're always chatting about games, movies, all kinds of stuff. Yeah, there's a suggestion channel in there. So if there's anything that you want to suggest that you want us to watch or check out or play, free to drop it in there. But yeah, I mean, other than that, I think that's pretty much it. YouTube versions, youtube.com/@nomadsoffantasy for see our beautiful faces.
Yeah. Come see my camera freeze.
Yeah, freeze multiple times.
Please, that was good.
It's all right. We made it. We made it through. But until next time, as always, safe travels, Nomad.
X gonna give it to you?
Because the swords are.
Oh.